I hope you can hear me.
Yes, we can, Fred. We can hear you.
Okay, thank you. So good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to today's session. It's another great Sunday that we are here together to discuss matters health, to discuss how we can improve our lives. And today I'm especially very excited because we have a very, very exciting guest speaker who is very, very experienced with our products. We have been with her in this business for many, many years. She joined, I think, almost as early as I did. And she's done big business. She's helped many people to succeed in your life and also to benefit from this product. She has a vast knowledge about our Neolife products. And she'll be talking to us today on a very, very important topic. And this is the topic on how do you detoxify yourself? Because as you live day to day, you're exposed to a lot of toxins from the environment, from the cars, from the water we drink. I mean, there are toxins everywhere, even the food that you buy from the supermarket and all that. So, and these affect your life. So today we are going to learn how we can be able to get rid of that toxins from our body and live a healthier life. Now, just a brief intro. My name is Fred Gishuki. Fred Gishuki is an entrepreneur with Neolife International. My background is in the hotel industry. I was trained as a hotel manager, but instead of becoming a manager, I found myself as a cook, waiter, receptionist. In that kind of deal, I was not very excited about that. And somebody approached me about Neolife. He told me there's a way you can do something part-time, which can give you an extra income. I joined immediately. Started doing the business, found it was giving me more money than my job, and I quit employment to do this full-time. Been full-time for more than 10 years, and I can tell you it's been a song. It's been an exciting journey. The money is good. There's travel in Neolife. I've been able to travel to more than 20 countries of Neolife. Before Neolife, I didn't even have a passport. That's how bad it was. Because I didn't see myself going anywhere anyway. And the passports were too expensive for me anyway. But Neolife changed all that. I've been able to accomplish so many things. And more importantly, I've been able to help so many people accomplish their dreams. I have people in my team who on a monthly basis earn over $1,000 a month. And that excites me. And when you hear somebody tell you I've moved into my own house because he introduced him to an opportunity, that also excites me a lot because I believe that my purpose in this life is to make a positive difference in people's lives. And if I can help one person to live a better life, to pay school fees, to enjoy this life that we are in, to live a healthier life, then I feel that my purpose has been achieved. And today I'm excited because other than sharing about health, I know we have guests on the call. You also have a chance that you can join us in this journey to make a positive difference in people's lives, to empower other people. And more so now than ever before, when the country is really suffering from COVID-19 and every time you turn around, you hear somebody has passed on, somebody has fallen sick. And we have a solution in Neolife in terms of our products. And I know Margaret will be talking about a few of them just now. And you can be part of the solution. You can get involved in Neolife. Start by using the products yourself, protecting yourself from COVID and other diseases, and then share this information with other people. And let's save Kenya. Let us save lives. And I know we can do it. So without further ado, I just want to introduce Margaret Amulavu. She's a great lady. I remember when we traveled to, I think we went to Mauritius, the first trip we traveled with her and the husband. We went to Mauritius and we had a lot of fun there. It was awesome. I was still single and we've had some great times traveling as world team members. So Margaret, karibu sana.
Wow, thank you. Thank you, Fred. What an honor and a privilege to be on this session. And it's just exciting that we can be able to do things at a time like now. And for me, what is really, really exciting is that, let me just put that on. Okay, I think I'm visible. Okay.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, for me, what is really, really exciting is, I mean, one day I never thought we are going to be able to do this. And like you rightly said, Fred, is we started the business together. I started a year after you. I came in 15th of May, 1997. You are joined in 96. And I just remember our journey all along the way. So I'm so excited to be on this session and to be doing this session with you. And one of the things I really value that have been of great, great benefit that I cannot even put a cost to is the friendships we have built over the years. I don't think there is nobody on this call who I knew before this business. And just the friends that I have across the country, across the world, it is just an exciting, exciting thing that we can be able to be here. So it's an honor and a privilege to be talking to the team that we have on the phone, on the call. And it is an exciting time. Just a little bit about myself, and then we'll go into the topic of the day. Like Fred said, I'm Margaret Amulavu. Before this business, I worked for an international bank. And after working for the bank for 8.5 years, I chose to resign. And of course, it looked crazy that I can leave a bank job because people thinking, oh, the money is there. But we just keep other people's money. It's not our money. In fact, one of the very amazing things, though I had worked for 8.5 years, I actually did not have money that I had saved. The only money that I had with me in a savings account was 20 shillings. And I know 20 shillings sounds like, what the heck? That is exactly what I had. The only other money I had was in a cooperative society. And in Kenya, we have cooperatives where if you want that money, you can only withdraw it by taking a loan against it. So that is the only money I had. And so after resigning from the bank, I stayed home for a year. And that year was very frustrating. But one of the things I never forget that I benefited from going into the bank was that I got a husband, and a good, good husband. I mean, at 28 years later, we've been married 28 years, Charles and I. If I was given an option, I would still marry him. That is how fortunate I was to get a husband, a supportive man. And I'll tell you why I say he was very supportive. When I decided to leave the bank, I was so made up my mind because one day I came home and our son was 3 years then. And he said, Mommy, these days you don't come home. And that concerned me. And it was true. He hadn't seen me for 3 days because at the time I left the bank, we were in transition. I would work from 8 o'clock to 12 midnight. They made it comfortable. I was given a taxi to take me home. They'll buy me dinner. So really, that was a very hard decision. And the day I decided that I was going to leave that job, I did not warn my husband. We kept on talking in the beginning to and fro, but the day I actually decided to do it, I did not give him any warning. I consulted no one because I didn't want to be discouraged. And I remember that in 1996 at 3 p.m., 30th September, I sat on my desk, wrote my resignation letter, took it to the human resource, they stamped accepted. I took a copy, took it to Charles's office, and I said, I've gone home and you'll be a breadwinner. And we are going to discuss that at home. 24 years down the line, we have never discussed. That was the end of the story. So he's been a support. I am who I am because he has supported me, because there are men who feel like it's a threat to have a successful woman. But I want to tell you, when a woman is successful, you are also very successful, because I mean, most people don't even know my first name, Margaret, but if you say Amulavu, they know who that is. And I mean, Amulavu is his name. So what that means is that actually it's his name that is known. So for the men who are on the call, when your woman succeeds, you have actually succeeded. And they say that the wife is the crown of the husband. So if you want to know how successful a man is, look at the wife. So I'm excited that Charles was there to support and help me. And that boy who was 3 years then when I left the bank, because it's one of the reasons I left. My other reason for leaving is that I was concerned about my in-laws. I do come from a very mixed background. My father is Kenyan, Kamba. My mom is Malawian. And then I'm married to somebody in Western. So I did think that would bring, they would just think maybe I'm as mixed in my life as I was in my background. And so, because a 3-year-old can't lie. And so that is how come I decided to leave the bank. 1 year after I left, I was still at home, a very frustrated person, because I'd been used to having my own income. And as much as I wanted to bring up children, I needed to have some money. So for me, this business came to me at a time I was looking for something to do. And it is one of the best things I've ever done in my life, to decide that I wanted to be part of it. So I was invited, like most of you who are guests if you're here, but for me, it was a physical meeting. I went, I did not understand 3/4 of what they said, but I understood that it is something I can do part-time from the house. They promise that if I do it 2 to 5 years, I'll be financially free, never work for anybody. They also said I could work from home and foreign currency and travel. The bit of earning foreign currency and traveling, I really didn't believe. I mean, a housewife, for the things you do in a house, clean, wash, iron clothes, I was not relating, but 24 years down the line, every single promise they gave, I have seen it come to pass. And so it is amazing and it is great. The other benefit I've gotten, apart from the friendship that I have that are very strong, people really care for you in this business and genuinely. The other benefit I've gotten is the health information that I want to share with you. The person I have become in that journey, I'm a totally different person. I'm not the Margaret who started the business in 1997 on 15th of May. I've become a different person. I'm more confident. I don't think there's anybody I can't talk to about our products and our business. There isn't anybody I cannot meet, because I remember one of my challenges when I joined, I found it difficult to talk to older people than I am, and people who are in higher levels than I was in society. But today, I even tell people that if I was given an appointment with the president, believe you me, I would leave that office with an order. So it is exciting. And I just want you to really think about this business if you're not in it. And should you decide that you don't even want to do it as a business, please look at our products because they save lives. So on that, I think I will move on to what we are doing next, and then we'll be able to proceed to the session. I just want to introduce the company that we are dealing with. Our company is known as Neolife International. It is a company that has been and passed the test of time. And passing the test of time, it started in 1958 in the US. I mean, 58 is a whole 63 years old. 63 years is a long time. I mean, anything just even 20 years is solid. So 63 years tells you it's not a fly-by-night company. It is a company that has been there, that has passed the test of time. It is solid and it is going nowhere. So started in 1958 in the US by a young gentleman called Jerry Brasfield. And Jerry Brasfield was sick as a child. He got asthma. And through using some of the products that we are going to talk about this evening, he was able to totally recover from asthma at the age of 19. And he decided that then he was going to start the biggest health company the world has seen. So 1958, it started in the US, came to Africa through South Africa in 1971. And then in 1996, at the time Fred came across the business or the company, it came to East Africa. So East Africa, we are celebrating 25 years. And 25 years, by the way, is quarter of a century. So it is not a small thing. And we thank God that 25 years down the line, we are here. And we are here because of the things that this company believes in. We've got values. Our first value is that we believe in honesty and integrity. So the things we will tell you here, 100 years down the line, we will not change. What we say and what we do is one. We don't say one thing and do another. So honesty and integrity is our number one value. Number two, people are number one. We value people. So whatever, I can see some guys putting up their hands. I can see hands going up. I don't know what could be happening. I can see guys lifting up hands. I can see Richard. Richard Karaoke, can you hear me? If you can hear me, please wave. Richard, I can see your hand is up. Okay, you've gone off the screen. I don't know why your hand is up. Anyway, I'll go on. Fred, can you hear me well? Fred Gishoke? Fred, you can hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Yes, I can.
Oh, okay, I think the screen needs to move on to the next slide. And so I was saying that that the business, people are number one. Whatever this company does, they have put people first. To the extent that our products are not tested on animals, they are only tested on human beings. Yes, that's a young man who started the company, Jerry, and is now 85, 88, over 80s, and we are in over 55 countries. And I was just talking about the values that we have, that people are number one, that we will not even try our products on animals. You know, some things they said they try on rats, on rabbits, and what have you, then they expect us to use. Can you imagine things tried on animals? And we are very, very different. So Jerry has been in the business. And today, this business that Jerry started in California, just as one person, today is in 55 countries of the world. So we are international. So these products have not only passed the test only in the US, even in the African countries, I think we are 14. So this business is literally in all the continents of the world. So you can be sure that what you're looking at is something solid. Then these products are highly researched. I know you hear of many products, many things that you hear of, but our products are not only natural, but they've got a scientific backing. It's not enough to say something is natural, it needs a backup that it's actually natural. And of course, there are some natural things we cannot eat. Wood is natural, but we cannot put it in our mouth. So our products are highly researched. And that's the group of scientists that has done the research and quality of our products. They are so highly researched that we give you 100% money back guarantee. That if they do not do what these scientists have said, you can actually come back and get your money. 24 years down the line after I joined the business, nobody has ever returned a product to me that is not working. The man on the extreme right, left, Dr. Arthur Fast, was a toxicologist, a person who understands how toxins behave in our bodies. And he was highly involved in what we call the oral chemotherapy today. But after that, producing the oral chemotherapy, he realized that the effects, when people go through chemo, the after effects are so bad. And he decided to go further and study his food, his diet and disease related. And he was actually able to prove that diet and disease are related. So what you eat or fail to eat can actually determine what you're going to suffer from. And Dr. Arthur Fast moved from curative health to preventive health. We are saying prevention is better than cure. So these scientists, when you get time, Google and get to know who is who. When new things are coming in health, these guys are the first ones to be able to present those papers. So you can be sure these are highly quality products. Another thing I just want to say about our products, I know that people have heard a lot about supplementation. And as I go into the products, when I get there, I'm going to tell you a few things on how do you read a proper supplement from one that is not proper. So today we are talking about detox or detoxification. Detoxification is a process where the body removes toxins from the body, that our system should be able to remove toxins from our bodies because they are unhealthy substances that are found in the human body. And you know, most of us don't understand, like maybe most of us have never done a detox. You should do a detox once a year for 30 days. Every adult over 18 and above must do a detox. But let's go down. Where do we get toxins from? Where do our bodies get toxins from? Number one, from the food we eat. Most of the food that we are eating today has got preservatives, colorants, and additives, chemically done things. And most of the time, what these things do is that some people eat food because they like the color. Some just like how it tastes in your taste buds. And then the additives, they keep you going to eat and eat that food. You never quite get satisfied out of it. So when these chemicals enter our body, the body cannot digest. Our body is made in such a way that anything chemical, it will not digest. It will either have to get it out or store it. One very example is nitrite that is found in sausage. And you know, from today, I'll encourage you to go and read. Some people, when they go shopping, they take hours because they've got to read everything on the label. But most of us don't read. You just take something and put it in. From today, I'm going to ask you to start reading. And one of the products that I want to talk about is sausages. Sausages, under that label, they are put carcinogenic. Carcinogenic means they are cancer causing. So a pig is naturally sick. They put something called nitrate, which is a chemical, to try and kill the germs in the pig. But in the process, it makes the sausage carcinogenic or cancer causing. And you see, so even if you sue the people who make sausages, they'll say, no, we've already indicated on our label it's carcinogenic. So you took it willingly. If you didn't read, ignorance is not bliss. You know, the way people used to say ignorance is bliss, it is not. What you do not know can actually kill you. So don't be comfortable that what you do not know is not harmful. What you do not know can actually kill you. And then we are eating a lot of refined foods. Fertilizers are being put, pesticides to get rid of the pests, refined grains, white foods. And then we're also having a lot of metals in our bodies. For example, when we go out there, we get a lot of toxins. This is some of the places where we get toxins from our food. Another source of toxins is, I think, the water we drink. The water we drink, in as much as they've put iodine, they've put something to help to reduce the germs in the water, it actually is not good for you. A percentage of that chlorine they put should not get into your system. But most of us, there's a time I know we used to drink water from the tap and we were comfortable. But now, water from the tap, people started packaging it from wherever. We didn't know where it's coming from. And I don't know if you've ever drank some water, bottled water, and immediately you get sick. As in, already that tells you that water is compromised. You do not know even where it is coming from. And then water, most of us, when we are not able to buy the bottled one, we boil it. But what kind of sufuria or container do we boil it in? Most of the time we use aluminum. And if you have boiled water in an aluminium sufuria, you see the color changes. It's not a color change. That aluminium is chipping off and it will end up settling in your brain. When the aluminium from the sufuria comes into the drinking water, it actually goes to settle in the brain and it will time give you stroke. The other place we get toxins is soft drinks. In fact, soft drinks are the only place they don't write what it is made out of, saying it is a trade secret. It is not. In fact, they can almost prove that soft drinks are a drug. So most of us are taking soft drinks that are damaging us. And then, of course, there's alcohol that is also now not good. When you keep on drinking alcohol, it goes to the brain and starts killing the brain cells. And so with time, you do not think as good as you should. And no wonder when you're a bit drunk, you make some decisions that you wonder if you're the person who made them in the morning. And then there's the air we inhale. Like in this part of Africa, especially in Kenya, cars are not maintained. I don't know if you have been walking on the road or just on the road and you see how much fumes is being emitted from cars. And you see, you cannot say now the cars are emitting, I'm going to stop breathing, you cannot. So there is industrial pollution and air pollution, there's tobacco high levels, the metals. In fact, I remember in 1998, when unfortunately we had the bomb blast in Kenya and Tanzania, when they bombed the US embassy. They said if a pregnant woman just passed by the building, was not even in the building, passed by during that time, she could actually get a maimed baby, that the child could come out with complications of deformities, no matter whatever the maturity of the pregnancy. That is just how bad the air is. And you see, we can't stop breathing because the air now has got a problem. Then the other place, of course, cigarette smoking, we cannot even begin to talk. Cigarette smoking, actually, people, if you go and take a proper x-ray on a cigarette smoker, the lungs get black and black and black with time. That already tells you how compromised that is. They almost get like a chimney, and that is now happening inside your body because of what? Of smoking. Then a lack of proper elimination from the body process. You see, when any production process has got waste. So as food burns to give us energy, there are waste products that should get out. How do you know you've got a poor elimination process? You do not go for a long call every day. And I know there are people who are very comfortable saying, Misi endangi o kitu kila siku. It is so dangerous. If it's not getting out, where is it getting stored? So this waste that does not get out kidogo, it looks for space in the body. And it looks for the largest space. For ladies, it will normally look for space in the large places. Like for men, it will do it in the throat, in the prostate. For women, it will be the breast, the uterus, the cervix. So those toxins are stored somewhere in the body. And so we are bound to get certain challenges of toxins in the body. What kind of challenges can we get with toxins in our body? These are some of the challenges that you're going to get with toxins in the body. Fred, if you can move on here. So toxins, the first thing is that they disrupt normal metabolism. Metabolism is the rate at which food burns to give you energy. So normal metabolism, meaning that your body is not going to function well. Number two, conditions such as asthma have been related to challenges of toxins in the body. Chronic fatigue, and I can relate to chronic fatigue. I was so tired in the bank that living in a maisonette, going up, I couldn't even go and change anything. Because if I went up, that's it, I couldn't come down. Chronic fatigue. You're tired, you sleep tired, you wake up tired, you're basically just a tired person. And if you are tired, there's very little you can do. If you have got compromised energy levels, even the very basic things you cannot do. Then there's infertility. Some people are infertile because they've got too many toxins in their body. Then inflammatory diseases, arthritis, things like diabetes, those are inflammatory diseases that are coming up. Cysts, fibroids, neurological disorders, obesity, being too big for your size, cancer, cardiovascular diseases, allergies, arthritis, and a number of skin conditions. So those are the things that can happen that do with toxins. So when should one detoxify? We started off by saying that as long as you're an adult, that you need to do a detox once a year. When you detoxify, some of the things that happen, it will give you a sense of inner peace and calmness. At least once a year, you must detoxify. And for a person who is starting on supplements, especially our supplements, the best place to start if you have never done a detox is to do a detox so that the supplements find a clean, healthy body to start on working. If you also need to shed or reduce weight, if you do a detox, your body works better because your metabolism is reduced and also your elimination system. And then somebody who has been on medication for long, needs to detox, because most of the medication, they heal one thing, but they also leave other things in our body. And then finally, if you have a skin condition, never try and address skin from the outside. The skin is two-way. It protects the things outside, and it also protects the inside from the outside. So if you have a skin condition, anything you see on the skin, allergy reactions, bacterial infections on the skin, some discoloring patches, having different colors on the skin, please do a detox, because the skin is only an indicator that something is wrong on the inside. And then people work in industrial area and chemical production. I remember that if you have watched people in construction of roads, they would usually take a packet of milk after every time they are on the construction. They are trying to get rid of the toxins. So if in a place of industrial place, you need at least to do a detox twice in a year, not even once. Because people work in industrial areas, there's a lot of chemicals that get into their body. In fact, I remember one of the stories that I got when I early started on the business is that there was a man who used to work in a factory where they mix paint. And one day, 15 years down the line, he got so exhausted and he leaned on a wall. And when he leaned on the wall, he sweated. And when he got off that wall, the sweat came out, the patch was left there blue, and that was the color of the paint he'd been mixing. So can you imagine how deeply rooted that is? So, and you can see, so if you're working in a chemical area, then you need to do a detox. Okay, then we can move on to the next thing. I think I should go into who should do a detox. I think that's my next screen of who should do a detox. Okay, we'll go to the body systems that support the detox. We've got different body systems. So different systems of the body have a detox. One is called the transport system, your blood circulatory system. So the blood circulatory system, the detox supports the kidney and the liver. The skin is the biggest detoxifier of your body. So if your skin is not working well, then you have abandoned the liver and the kidney. And no wonder if you get a liver and kidney problem, you'll hardly survive, because toxins, where will they go when they needed to go out? And there we will talk about a product called BetterGuard as we move on. And then there's one that is called the lymphatic system. It's the fluid system. Your body, the blood has got a watery part and a fluid system. And the fluid system, the lymphatic, is like when you get hurt a toe, or especially the toe, there's a tonsil that swells at the joint, at the hip joint up here, right here at the loins. There's a something that swells there. That is like a reaction of the body trying to fight back that infection. So we call that the lymphatic system. And we've got a product that is called Multimineral plus Alfalfa that we'll talk about. Then the digestive system. You need to have a good elimination. I know we are very worried when somebody is not eating well. I don't know how many of you have gone to the doctor and say, "Doctor, my child is not eating." But how come you're not worried when they're not eliminating? You are always worried they're not eating. And have you checked, when you don't eliminate, you're not worried. So the same way you're concerned that you're not eating, if you're not eliminating, be even more concerned, because where are those toxins going? And then of course, we've got the final one, the second last one, where is the colon, the large intestine. And the large intestine is where waste is stored. If your large intestine is not working well, you're very likely to get colon cancer. And then we've got the small intestine. The small intestine, there's good bacteria and bad bacteria. The good bacteria is what will help your system to work well, your digestion, you can go for a long call. The bad bacteria gives things like amoeba, E. coli, H. pylori. So you can see all those systems need to be detoxed. So Fred, we can move on to the next one. Now, we've got different programs available with the Neolife company for detox. We've got what we call a 30-day detox program that goes for that is done with 5 products. And we have 3 basic products, and I'll be able to go through that at the end. And then we've got a new product, a new Neolife detox for 3 days. And the 3-day one, unfortunately, is not within East Africa, because one of the particular products called acidophilus needs certain special storage kind of facilities. Acidophilus needs to be stored at a certain temperature. It's almost the way you store, once you open an antibiotic and mix like augmentin, you put it in the fridge, acidophilus behaves like that. And because we do not have that kind of facility in our warehouses yet, we are not able to store that product. And then we've got
Maggie, we seem to have lost you. We can't hear you properly. You're breaking off, Maggie.
got the dose of waste. You can't hear me properly, and now?
Now we can.
Are you able to hear? Okay.
Yes.
So
now
saying that, okay, Fred, we can move on the benefits of the detox program. I need to see the next item there. Good. So number one, you get an improved digestive system. You get reduced fluid retention. There are people who have fluid retention, bloatedness, discomfort. You retain too much fluid. Sometimes there are people when they're pregnant, we call it edema. They're retaining too much fluid. And some people, weight is actually the fluid you're retaining. It's not all getting out. And when that happens, most of the time you actually have to go for medication to help your system remove that fluid. Then there's improved intestinal health and well-being. One of the things that most of us do not know is gut health is directly related to how your brain functions. If your digestive system is not working well, it will affect your brain. In fact, they have said that the gut system is the second brain because of how it works. Because even if you're eating all the nice nutrients, as long as they cannot go beyond your intestinal system to be penetrated to where they are needed, it is absolutely not useful. So you need a digestive system that is working well. Then there is reduced craving with healthier body weight. Craving. There are people who feel, unless I eat a sweet, unless I take a soda, unless I eat certain things, you have a challenge. Then to the cardiovascular system, lowering of blood pressure. Blood pressure is not good because blood pressure, apart from it not being good for you, you can actually go into a coma because of blood pressure. You can get a stroke or a heart attack due to blood pressure. And worse still, it can lead to diabetes. And if you get blood pressure and diabetes, bad news for you. There is absolutely no medication that can take care of both in the normal medication. If you have diabetes and pressure, they can only treat one at a time. They cannot treat the two because diabetes medication makes pressure worse and pressure medication makes diabetes worse. So there is no day they can treat the two. So if you go and your pressure is up, they leave your diabetes and treat the pressure. If it is the diabetes that is bad, they leave your pressure and treat your diabetes. So high blood pressure is dangerous. Then you get reduced fat levels. There's a certain amount of fat content you should have. The cholesterol tests, there's a certain percentage that you should have of fat levels. Then improved liver organ function. And remember we said if the liver is interfered with and the kidney, oh, terrible. Then it also reduces inflammation, things like arthritis, aches in the joints, growths, and then skin and anti-aging. It clears the skin, and a good skin is good. We said that the skin is the largest detoxifier of your body. So if your skin is not working well, then you're overburdening the liver and the kidney. Then reduced body weight and body odor. They're just people who've just got bad body odor. They appear and you want to take off. And some people are wondering, what is it? In fact, most of the time that body odor is an indication that your digestive system is not working well. You've got a problem with the digestive system. So you get bad body odor. And so when you detox, it also helps you with anti-aging. We are not saying we won't age, but we are saying we can age gracefully. We can age gracefully. And we can move on to the next slide, Fred. Yes, so, and then increase vitality and energy. If you are tired or feeling tired, you're always tired, and no matter what you do, you have exercised, you have changed your diet, and maybe even you're on supplements, but you're having a problem, it could be that you need a detox. So increased feelings and of vitality, improved overall flexibility, assisting with natural migraine relief. So you can see all the benefits. Then there's a balance of hormones, maintaining a healthy libido and improving fertility. Libido is unapoteza network, as Fred likes to put it. You're not up to the game. And a woman starts telling you, you need to be relating and asema sasa nimechoka, or I have a headache, all those issues. It could be that you're having a challenge with toxins. And then less PMS. PMS is premenstrual syndrome. There are women just before their cycle. They've got cramps, they've got pain, they've got mood swings, bloating, sensitivity in the breasts. In fact, I remember one of the products when it was being launched on PMS. The person who came to launch it, Dr. Arthur Fast, he said that a woman with PMS is worse than a terrorist. Because with a terrorist, you can negotiate, but a woman with PMS, you cannot even negotiate. So that is how bad this PMS thing is. Menstrual cramps, children don't go to school, some women can't report to work, heavy bleeding, that is what we call the hormonal challenges. So assisting with hormonal systems to be able to work well. And then improved immunity. And there is no better time to talk about immunity than now. You know, people are being told you need a good immunity, but they're not being told, how do I get my immunity up? Or if you've got a compromised immunity, if you've got an underlying solution, you're going to get this COVID and nobody is telling you, how will I improve that immunity? We are here to tell you how. We've got a solution. So improved immunity, and then reduce hypersensitive reactions. We talked about inflammation and related elements, promotes better balanced nutrition, and improves state of mind. Some people's state of mind is actually the problem with the toxins, especially the sleeping patterns. You know, you're supposed to sleep at least 6 to 8 hours in a given day. Because when you don't sleep well, you don't think well, you cannot reason. I mean, I've seen that when you don't sleep well, it's almost like you're a zombie. Even it's like you took something, you're having a hangover, and it is not working very well. So that can actually have a challenge. So you need to have very good sleeping patterns. And one of the things that really helps with sleep is that you need to set a time. You know how you set a time for waking up, an alarm. You need to sleep at a set time and wake up at a set time. Then you can get what we call a cycle. Like for me, I don't even need an alarm to wake me up. At 4:30, I'll be up. I do not even need an alarm. And within 5 minutes of getting to bed, by the way I sleep, and totally knock off, and I will not wake up. An alarm can't even wake me up. So my system has got what we call a cycle. I know that I sleep for a number of hours, and when that cycle is over, I'll definitely wake up, yeah? Then improved mental clarity and memory. There are people who cannot recall things. I don't know if you have seen somebody who is holding the car keys, and they're asking everybody in the house to help them look for car keys, and they're having them in their hands. So improve mental clarity and memory, recalling things, remembering things. In fact, I was very amazed that I've got such a good memory. My God, even I get shocked about it. I met a lady who was in school with me in church, and I told her, you were in school with me. I was in a school that had from nursery to 4th form. So I was in the same school all those years. And so this particular lady I saw in church, and I said, you were in school with me. I know you are older. Do you know when she told me which year she left? She left when I was in standard 3, 10 years, and she left when she was 18. And I could remember her. She left when I was in standard 3. And I hadn't seen her all the years we left school. I've seen her, I think, 30 years later, and I could remember her. I can remember all my teachers from nursery up to the class I went. In fact, my memory is so good, not showing off. If I just saw you once, I can tell you, your face will not go away. The name may, but your face will not. Then it gives you a sense of inner peace and calmness. So peace of mind. Which are the key products that help you to detox? So I've talked about the benefits, and now we move on to the key products, the key products that help. And let me start off with fiber tablets, though at the end I'll give the order in which they are taken. Fiber is very key. And you usually need 2 types of fiber. We have soluble and insoluble fiber. Now, our fiber tablets have got both. It's got both the soluble and insoluble. What fiber does, you've got a lining in your stomach, and it gives the lining some mucus, like the mucus you get on your nose when you've got a cold or something. And that mucus helps the food to slide down easily and get out into the excretion. So if you do not take fiber, food cannot slide down in the digestive system, especially the colon. And if that mucus lining is not there, as food goes down your colon, it goes chipping off some parts. And so no wonder with time you get colon cancer. So we all need fiber in our diets. It is key, it is crucial, it will help with digestion. Then it contributes to a sense of fullness. When you take fiber, if you take these fiber tablets, maybe you should do that experiment, especially if you're a distributor and you've never done. Just take 2 tablets of fiber and put in a glass which is half full. Within half an hour, the whole bottom of that glass will be covered up with the fiber. Our fiber swells to 50 times its ordinary size. So it reduces the space that you can eat. It reduces the stomach size, because we eat as long as we are not feeling full. So when you take fiber, it controls how much you can eat. And that's why we also use it for the weight program, so that you don't eat as much as you want to, but you get a sense of fullness, so you fill up with smaller portions. And then, of course, we have talked, it helps in weight management in the sense that it takes up all that space in the stomach, and so you cannot eat as much as you want. Fiber also behaves like a sponge, especially if somebody is diabetic. If you've got too much sugar, it takes up the sugar and holds it. If it is too little, it holds it. If it's too much, it escorts it out of the system. So fiber is a product each and every one of us should use. So usually take 4 tablets with half a glass of water, usually half an hour before your meal. Then we've got an excellent product called BetterGuard. This is actually the product that got Dr. Arthur first to start thinking of prevention and not curing people of diseases. BetterGuard is an antioxidant. In fact, it's a broad spectrum. Broad spectrum means it's got a number of antioxidants with it. And BetterGuard is a detoxifier. It's actually the main product that we use in detox. And what makes BetterGuard such a big deal is that it is able to remove heavy metals. We say that we do get heavy metals in our bodies. Heavy metals from the aluminum, if we are boiling or cooking food in aluminum sulfurias, from the fumes that we get, from the air, the pollution. So BetterGuard is actually the key detoxifying product. And what makes BetterGuard, I said, it's a broad spectrum. It's got a number of antioxidants in it. If you were never able to use any of our products and you're on this call, please get BetterGuard. Because BetterGuard has got zinc. Zinc is one of the things that is being recommended for high immunity. It is in BetterGuard. BetterGuard has got vitamin E that helps with circulation. BetterGuard has got B vitamins. B vitamins help with metabolism. They help with the nervous system. It is also B vitamins that help with somebody who's maybe can go into a depression. It helps with moods. Vitamin B, it helps you to sleep well. Vitamin B is needed by women to conceive. So BetterGuard is just an excellent, excellent product. So that's actually the product that collects toxins. The work of BetterGuard is to collect toxins in the body, and then we have a product that gets it out. So BetterGuard is an excellent, excellent product. So if you cannot afford, it's also got some carotenoids in it. Carotenoid is our immune booster product. In fact, now we should be selling carotenoid like crazy. So BetterGuard has got a bit of carotenoid. It's also got a vitamin A. So if you cannot afford any of our products and you must use a supplement, then at least get yourself a BetterGuard, especially at this time when we are talking about immunity boost, prevention, and we are saying prevention is better than cure. So that's our BetterGuard, an excellent, excellent product. BetterGuard is also an antidote to chemo. Chemo is actually a metal treatment. They put metal into your body to kill the bad cells, but in the process, they also kill good ones. So somebody who's had chemo, 72 hours after chemo, they can take BetterGuard, not earlier, because if you take it earlier, you're even going to remove what chemotherapy has done. Then we've got another wonderful product called Multimineral plus Alfalfa. Multimineral, when you go through a detox, the body system removes everything, whether it's good or bad, even the minerals. And so you need to replace some minerals that are needed in your body. We call them trace. Trace minerals are minerals needed by your body in very, very small percentages. Minerals like iron. If you don't have iron, you get anemic, you don't have enough oxygen in the blood, and it is not going to go well, especially with your brain. Another very good mineral found that is in multimineral is chromium. And chromium helps, especially the ladies with our cycle, heavy bleeding, you need multimineral. Then it's also got things like zinc, calcium, selenium. So those are minerals needed in very small percentages. Another very key one is iodine. If you lack those minerals, you get a big challenge. If you don't get enough iodine, you've got a thyroid problem. And so we are saying this is a product that's got a multi-mineral. It's got all the minerals that your body needs. And then with minerals, we say there's macro and micro, and this one has got both. And then the alfalfa plant, excellent, excellent. And so it is done in such a way that it is a product that will give you all the, so if you cannot buy zinc, calcium, iron, just get yourself a multimineral. It's excellent for women struggling with heavy periods, especially if you're expectant. I remember one of the people I managed to get these products was a lady who had been told that the child is not turning. You know, when you're going to the child is not turned upside down, so they cannot be able, they might go for a CS. Do you know this multimineral help the baby turn? So these products are just on another level, exceptional products. You usually take 1 tablet a day. The next product that I'm going to talk about is garlic allium. And our garlic is just on another level. It's got the garlic itself, it's got some things we call chives and leeks as part of it. That is just a group of all these onions, red onion, white onion. So it is a combination. And I know many people are not comfortable taking garlic because of the odor it leaves. And I know that out there in the market, there's what they call an odorless garlic. The moment garlic has no odor, it's totally useless. The power of garlic is in the odor. And when we cook garlic or when we crush it, we kill a small herb called allicin, which is actually the thing that is the medicinal value in garlic. And so what is the difference between the garlics that are out there and ours? Ours is targeted, meaning When you take it, it only breaks inside the intestines, and it should break inside the intestines. That's where the acid is. That is where it needs to work, because the work of garlic is to put the proper bacteria in the stomach, so you don't get things like E. coli, you don't get H. pylori, you don't get amoeba, and all those things that people are suffering from intestinal issues. So because it breaks inside the intestine, you don't get an afterbreath. And the biggest thing about garlic, number one, it stimulates the immune system. It is a natural antibiotic. The antibiotics we get in the shop, when you take them, they give you a limited period and you cannot go on. And the challenge of taking an antibiotic, immediately you finish an antibiotic, it interferes with your immune system. The immune system goes down. So this being a natural antibiotic, you can take it over and over. And it also helps fight infection for ladies because of the candida. This is what you take because of those candida issues that we get on and off, and you keep on being discomfort down there, itching. So this is the product to use. Then it helps to fight infections. And it is also very, very good as a blood thinner for blood pressure. So that is what, so our garlic is coated, so it does not break until it gets right inside the intestine. Then we've got our final product that I want to talk about called Stage 6. Now that product derives its name from the digestive stages. So we've got 6 stages of digestion. There is diet, which is what you eat. Then it goes to digestion. Once it is digestion, it goes into circulation. Once it goes into circulation, it goes into absorption. After absorption, it goes into assimilation. Assimilation is where it's moving from the intestines to the particular cells. Then finally, it goes to the last stage of elimination. So this product is called Stage 6 because it helps your body with proper elimination. And you see, even if all the toxins got collected and they can't eliminate, it is really of no use. So this is the product that finally gets all the toxins out. It is natural, very safe. It is totally herbal. So it supports a natural bowel function. So those people who get occasional, they are so bloated, they can't go for a long call, this is the product to use. Or if you're not having a regular bowel movement, then you need this product. And it works well without cramping. And this product is so good, if somebody got food poisoning, this is the product to give, to help them get rid of the toxins that might have gone in through their food poisoning. Then it is mild, it is not harsh. Most of the products that deal with helping to eliminate are very harsh, and you can sometimes get very irritated, go for diarrhea, but that doesn't happen. Now this product, if you're using it for just digestive issues that you have, you can only take it for 7 days, never more. And you usually say take 1 to 4 because different people's systems work differently. And so usually we start with Stage 6. And I think now I just want to say that how we do the detox. I did say that we've got 2 ways of the detox. We've got the 30-day. Oh, that is me. I did a detox and then did the weight program. And I just put that picture there to show you that these products work. I actually lost 15 kilos in 6 months. So you can see before, that is me before there. Actually, that was a function at KICC in 2019. I was big. I think that got me to lose weight is that people started congratulating me, thinking I'm expectant. And there was nothing. I mean, I'm over 50 now, which baby am I carrying? And so I seriously went into a weight loss program. Actually, I even shaved the hair. You can see on my other picture of after I have short hair, because I said, if I need to go and exercise, I don't want anything to stop me from exercising. And that is me. I just want to tell you that these products do actually work. Now, I just want to give you a few things that I want to say on the detox program, how it works if you're doing the 30-day detox. So the first product you start with is Stage 6, because you need to make sure that your system is eliminating. You cannot go collecting toxins and you don't know if your system is working. So Stage 6, you start with it at bedtime. So you usually take Stage 6 for 3 days only, Stage 6 only for the first 3 days. On the container, it says 2 to 4 tablets, 2 to 4 because our systems are different. Some people's systems work with 2 and some 3, some 4. So the first 3 days are for establishing, does my system work with 2, 3, or 4? So the first day at bedtime, you take 2 Stage 6 with a glass of water. 2 Stage 6 with a glass of water, even a glass or 2, it needs a lot of water. The very following day, the first thing in the morning, you take a glass of water before putting in anything into your mouth. If you go for a long call, your system works with 2. If you go for a long call, immediately after the glass of water. If you don't go immediately after the glass of water, it means that your system needs a bit more. You will go sometimes some point in the day. And so the following day, if you didn't eliminate immediately in the morning, you go to 3 tablets At night, take with a glass of water. Fasting in the morning, the following day, take a glass of water. If you eliminate immediately, it means your system uses 3. If not, that very day in the evening, you go to 4. 4 is the maximum with a glass of water, so you should be able to eliminate immediately. Now, what is amazing is that thin people use 4 and fat people get to 2. That is how different our metabolism systems are. After stage 6, after the first 3 days, so if you get your system is working with 2, 3, or 4, day 4, you introduce the following products. So you won't stop the stage 6, it will go for all the 30 days. But what happens, I think I'll put on the video now, just my phone number need to come on. And so after the 3 days of stage 6, you now go to introduce the following 3 products. You're going to introduce Betagard, you'll introduce multimineral plus alfalfa. So Betagard and multimineral, you do 2 times 3 after meals. 2 after breakfast, 2 after lunch, 2 after supper. So day 4, you're introducing multimineral plus alfalfa. But remember, stage 6, you still go on with it at night until the 30 days are over. Then you can introduce fiber tablets as well. Fiber tablets you take for half an hour before your meal. And the aim is to control how much you're eating and also to make sure that you're not adding more. You're, after all, trying to get rid of toxins. So you want to remove you don't want to eat so much. It will control how much you're eating and ensure all that you're eating gets out of your system. So 4 before your main meal, usually supper, half an hour before, because it takes half an hour for it to swell and control how much you're eating. Some few things to note is that when you start using, especially the Betagard, day 3 or 4 of introducing Betagard, you might get a very bad headache. It means 2 things: you're not taking enough water, or it is detoxifying your brain areas. The first thing is to increase your water intake. 2 to 3 days, if you still have a headache after increasing water intake, then it means your system cannot do with 2 times 3. You go back to 1 times 3. Garlic, we do it finally after the 30 days. So that's how you do the detox. So after the 30 days, then you go to garlic allium. Garlic allium, you do 3 times 3 for 6 days. 3 in the morning, 3 lunchtime, 3 evening for 6 days. So that's a pack of 60 in 1 week, it is over. So that's how you do a detox. And the benefits are enormous. We've already seen the benefits. And I just want to say that these products are exclusive. I know that people have heard about supplements, but I want to give you a few things about a supplement. Number 1, synthetic supplements are a total waste of money. Why? They do not support the 6 stages of digestion. Remember, we went through the 6 stages. So a synthetic product you will take, it will be digested and it skips circulation, absorption, assimilation, and gets out. You have thrown your money. Then the others they call organic. Organic is a mixture of a synthetic and a natural bit. It's got a mix of the 2. Again, that one will not work on your body. Your body knows when chemical things get in. And then finally, we've got what we call whole food supplements, which are the supplements of Neolife, that they work exactly how food goes, and they support the 6 stages of digestion. And so when you take these products, you know that it is as good as food. So if you have never done a detox, please do one. Once every year, you must do it. And a time like now, if you really want to be healthy, that's one of the programs that was recommended by Dr. Arthur Fast as one of the causes of cancer, the toxins that we are having. Not to mention the cysts, fibroids, all those problems we get is because of toxins. And I think I want to stop there because I can see our time is running out. And I just want to congratulate all the people who have been on the call. And I hope that my session has made a difference in your life, that one day we can meet and you can say, surely what you talked about has made a difference in your life. And I want to say that I've used those products for 24 years, and maybe I should remove my specs. I'm now 54. I still have my cycle, 21 days. I'm still waiting for menopause. It's yet to come. And I've been healthy that long. I still have my energy, my vitality. I say I wake up at 4:30, sleep at 10, and there's no day I've had a challenge. So thank you, Fred, for hosting me. I really appreciate it. And I just hope that this session has made a difference in somebody's life. Thank you.
Wow, wow, wow. Margaret, as usual, you have outdone yourself. That was awesome. A lot of knowledge. It's like the SAB in town. That was major, major stuff. We've learned a lot. Personally, I've also learned, and given that I was in the business a year before you, and I'm learning, that means that you've given us some very good material. Now, for the guests on the call and the distributors, because of time, we may not be able to take some calls. I know we have a challenge. You know how to get calls through. If you have any question, just talk to the person who invited you. The Margaret is available. Your upline will be able to communicate with her and will give you back the answer. So she's actually very willing, and she's always ready to help us out when we have questions about products. But I just want to close the session by saying that I know we have guests on the call. For our guests, this is a wonderful opportunity. I can tell you, for me, I joined for money. I did not have any health challenge. I was not an expert in health. I was just a guy who needed money. That's all. But I learned. Maggie was a banker. She was not a medic or something like that. So don't think that you have to be a medic to be able to do the kind of presentation she has done. Once you get into Neolife, you'll be trained and you'll grow as a person, and you'll reach a point where you'll be doing a major presentation. So just get in, get started. Getting into Neolife is very easy. You need less than $100 to get started in Neolife, less than 10K, and you're a distributor. And what are the benefits of being a distributor? You'll buy the products at wholesale. You get between 15 to 30% discount on all the products. So you start by using yourself so that you can see the benefits that the products will offer you. And especially now with all these challenges that you're going through with COVID, being a member of Neolife makes a lot of sense, because if you're going to buy supplements, and if you talk to any doctor, they are telling you take zinc, take vitamin C, take vitamin D, that's what they are talking about. And they are talking about the synthetic one that Maggie has just talked about. I can give you a practical example. There's one of my customers who contracted COVID, and I told her what to do. I gave her the zinc and vitamin C, and then she went and talked to the doctor. The doctor told her, no, we have a vitamin C that is combined to zinc that you can take. So she stopped taking mine, and she took the one for the chemist. The next day, she could not sleep. She called me and said, whoa, I've messed. I said, what's the problem? I took this other vitamin C and now my body is in pain. I said, okay, just stop that vitamin C, go back to what I gave you. She did that and now she's okay. So that tells you synthetic products. I'm not saying all supplements in the chemist are bad, but some do react with people because they are synthetic, they are chemicals. But Neolife gives you organic and natural. So become a member so that you can access the products at wholesale price. And more importantly, you can pick it up and do it as a business at any time. You know, this is an asset that you get. The day you decide you want to do it as a business, right now, many companies, many businesses are either slowing down or being shut down with COVID, with what the government came up with yesterday. But Neolife, you can continue doing your business. Like now we're in business. You don't have to show up to any office. This can be your side hustle that can hold you when times are tough. So become a member of Neolife. And on top of that, you'll experience lifestyle. I can tell you we've traveled with Maggie. We've done so many countries, over 20 countries. And I can tell you it's fun. It's a lot of fun to travel. I remember when we went to Mauritius and I could see Maggie's hubby driving that thing, the one for the water. It's called a water something, that it's like a motorboat that you drive in the water. And I was so amazed. I was so scared. I didn't try it. But I could see Maggie's husband doing it. And I was like, wow, so this is possible. So there's a lot of lifestyle. There's a lot of excitement. We are not saying that there are no challenges. In every business, there are challenges. When I started, many people told me, no, it cannot happen. Fred, you're not a marketer. You know, the discouraging Thomases are always there. But I was serious and I wanted to change my life. And I became stubborn. I worked the business and I said, with or without you, I'm going to do it. And the rest is history. So for the guests who are here there on the call, don't hesitate. Get in, get started. We'll hold your hand and we'll grow with you. For the customers on the call, buy that product. Vitamin C is available right now, but it doesn't stay very long. Make sure you get your bottle tomorrow. Otherwise, by Tuesday, Wednesday, I know it will be gone. And zinc. So get your bottle, keep it in your house, start using it so that you can also protect yourself from this disease. Now, for the distributors on the call, keep up the good work. Right now, the country needs us. We need to save lives. It's no longer a business. It's about saving lives. Let us spread the good word out there. Let us share information. I know some people will be negative and ask you, are you a doctor and all these things. Don't worry about it. Just share the information. The day they will be told by the doctor you need vitamin C, they'll come running asking for it. So you just do your part and allow God to do the rest. Otherwise, thank you so much for coming on this call. It was a great session. Next week, we'll see what other topic we are going to cover, but we'll cover something to do with health. I'm grateful to be here, and I wish you a peaceful Sunday, rest of the day, and we'll see you again. Tomorrow, we have our usual BOP with Pascal Olo, a business presentation. So for the guests, if you want to know how this business works, you want more details, join us tomorrow at 8 p.m. on the same Zoom link that I sent you. Others, thank you so much. God bless you all. Thank you, Maggie. We appreciate you. And say hi to Charles. I saw him peeping from the side. Yeah, he's around there. His security got tight.